creatures.
Even when they're magnified,
It's hard to see their features. They're tiny, infinitesimal, so small it makes you doubt. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The pencil.
Well done, Tom Thomas. Your mom's birthday's today and you're still sleeping.
Hey, what's that?
It's a drawing, a portrait of his mom.
In my opinion, this mom doesn't look very much like Tom Thomas's mom.
Maybe he didn't get to finish the picture yet. He was tired and passed out.
This is not good. We gotta do something.
Ah, we can help him. The pencil's right here. A pencil has lead inside. It's the lead that makes the drawing. Only lead doesn't grow on trees. It's made out of a mineral called graphite that's mined out of the Earth's crust. But how does the lead get inside a pencil? It's simple. Pencils are made with rods of lead and 2 wooden boards. Grooves are cut into the boards, and the lead's placed in them. The halves are glued together and cut into pencils. The artist's tool is ready. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, give me a place to stand, and I shall move the pencil through the air. Try and get it closer to the drawing.
You gotta lift it up a little.
You gotta push it harder. Nolik, we're blockheads. Look, there's a pencil sharpener. A piece of lead. That's all we need.
All right, let's check out how it was done by the old scores.
By the great masters, like us. Yeah, she could use a little more hair. And a hat, too.
And a bow around her neck.
Beautiful.
And Chusaka's gotta be in there.
Yeah, let's keep drawing.
Tom Thomas, are you still sleeping?
Fixies?
No need to thank us.
Where is my drawing? What have you done to it? If Mom sees this piece of art you created, she'll go and faint. I know it.
From happiness, right?
Fright's more like it. Does that look like my mom?
Well then give it to your dad. Your dad won't faint, I know it.
But it's my mom's birthday, not my dad's. You gotta be kidding me.
There's also a famous painting like that. It's called the Black Square. It's a classic. You don't think she'll like it?
People want to remember the highlights of their lives. And so they take photos of nature, of their families, of themselves, even of the food they eat. People have been doing this even before the invention of photography, by drawing. An artist might draw the sun, a river, some apple trees, and soon he's made a landscape. And if the apples aren't on trees, but on a plate next to a vase, cup, or basket, then a still life is what it's called. If a person's in the center, then it's called a portrait. And when artists make pictures of themselves, it's called a self-portrait. Of course, it's easier for us to take a quick photo of things we pass along the way. But just like the old masters, we put a piece of our souls into our drawings. And if you draw more often, you'll see it for yourself. I promise you that.
Maybe you could just give her one of your older drawings.
Maybe you should just erase the mess you made of this one.
That could work. Erasing's gotta be easier than drawing.
Whatever. There's no way you can make it worse.
Hey, I think I know a way you can fix it. You can use the eraser for drawing.
A portrait.
Portraits don't seem to work out too well for us. But a still life drawing is a piece of cake.
Super!
Uh-huh. Pretty good, right?
Tom Thomas, everything's on the table for breakfast.
Mom, happy birthday. I drew this present for you.
Thank you, Tom Thomas. What a lovely still life, so unusual.
I tried really hard.
We'll hang it up on the wall. Now, let's go eat.
What would Tom Thomas have done without us?
Yeah, whenever you get into a jam, your real friends will always show up to rescue you.
The traffic light.
Red, yellow, green. All right, let's go! Tom Thomas, why did we stop?
There's a crosswalk. When there are lines like that, you have to let pedestrians cross.
Go on.
Thanks. Have a good trip.
Why did we stop now? There's no crosswalk.
But that's a crossing gate, Fire. You have to let the train pass. Wow, that is cool.
Hi there, Nolik. Come on down. Check out this traffic light. It's new.
Is that a real traffic light? Wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, it looks awesome. Nolik, where are you going? Stop! Stop the car! Oh! Oof. Did you lose your mind? What were you doing, huh? I wanted to see what a cool traffic light it is. What?
And my dad just got this for me today. Now look at it.
You were supposed to let me cross. You ran into the street when the light was red. A traffic light is a street lamp that sends multicolored signals to vehicles and pedestrians so they don't get in each other's way when they're on the road. When the light is red, it means stop. You must stay where you are. A yellow light tells drivers, caution, prepare to stop. You are only allowed to start crossing the street after the traffic light changes to the color green. And even then, it's important to remember, look both ways before crossing. Got it? You can only cross on green, Nolik. Even really little kids know that. But the light was green.
No, it was red.
No, green. It was red. It was green, I swear. Maybe you're colorblind or something. Yeah, possibly. What does it mean if you're colorblind?
It means you can't tell colors apart. So you don't know which one's red and which one's green.
That's what I am. Right.
You never mixed up colors before this.
Okay. What color is that nightstand over there? It's red.
And the plane up there?
Oh, that's green.
How about me, huh? What color am I?
Greenish, bluish, brownish, gray. With polka dots.
I'm what?
It's true. He's colorblind. Poor kid.
Told ya. Wasn't my fault. All right, we'll sort it out at home.
And what are we gonna do with the traffic light?
We can fix it, and we'll fix your car, too. All right, what color's the car? Purple? If you say so. We got work to do, so take a seat before you mix something else up.
The road can be a dangerous place. There are so many cars and pedestrians on it, and all of them are in a rush to get where they're going. But be careful. Even if a driver notices a pedestrian on the road and brakes, it can still take quite some distance before the car comes to a complete stop. To avoid disaster, have respect for one another. If you need to cross the street, go to the nearest traffic light, crosswalk, or sign with a pedestrian on it. While you're still on the sidewalk, look to your left and then to your right, and see how far away any cars, motorcycles, or bicycles are. If they're close, then just stay where you are. If the driver is responsible and polite, he will stop for you if he sees you from a distance. If you want to make yourself more visible when it's dark, attach safety reflectors to your clothes, and then it will be safe for everyone on the road.
All fixed.
Tom Thomas, test it out.
Turning the lights on.
is it right?
Yeah? Take your places.
All right, let's cross.
Ready, set, go!
Stop! You got everything mixed up! The light is green in all directions! Ah!
The game is up.
You aren't colorblind, Nolik.
You know what you are? You're a feigner. Me? Well, yeah. I got a little of it right in here. And once in a while it goes up here. What's a feigner anyway?
The dishwasher.
Can't catch me. You won't catch me.
Enjoying yourself? Without a care in the world.
What? We have more cares than both of you together.
Yeah, anyone can see that.
Wanna bet me? How about we try doing your job and you try doing ours? And whoever loses has got to grant the other's wish.
We have a dishwasher here in the kitchen that isn't working, and you're distracting us with your nonsense.
Wait a sec. Let's do it. Find the broken part.
Good as done. Find it where?
You're the adults now. Go and find it. Just look out for yourselves.
And you kids, time for school. And I better not hear that you were misbehaving. Was I there when they taught us about dishwashers at school? The main element of a dishwashing machine is this part called the sprayer, which looks like a propeller. After the dishwasher's pump delivers water, it is warmed, mixed with detergent, and then pushed up with high pressure. That makes the propeller spin very quickly, so it can shoot out the water with a force strong enough to wash all of the dirt off the plates and glasses. But it does it carefully, so that dishes not only come out sparkling, but unbroken as well. Is this a parent-teacher conference?
It's not. It's an experiment.
For today, I'm Simka.
And I'm Nolik.
All right. Who's ready to tell the rest of the class what we studied yesterday? Simka,
Yesterday? Oh,
you forgot. Be seated. That's an F.
I think the problem is in the control panel. I wonder if the dishwasher ran out of water. Papoose, don't argue with your wife. This one is working. And so is this. You know what? Why don't we just wash those dishes? But that would be cheating. No one will find out. The dishes will all be nice and clean, and bam, we're the winners. Check it out, we are all done.
How come the indicators aren't lit? Fixies have to fix things. And what do you call this?
And you, did you both go to school today?
Of course we did.
I mean Simka, got an F for her answer.
Well, thanks, Marcia. And did you play with Tom Thomas?
You know that we don't show ourselves to people.
Tom Thomas isn't any human. He's our friend. Either you play with him, or you both lose, just like we did.
No way. We'll play another round.
The earliest kitchenware appeared about 7,000 years ago. Early people made these containers from stone or wood. Another kind of container for holding food was woven baskets. The baskets would be lined with clay for durability. Once, one of these baskets fell into a bonfire, and lo and behold, the wood on the outside burned away, while the clay was now hard as a rock. That discovery led to the invention of clay pottery that is still in use to this very day. Later on came the development of glass, metal, and cast iron cookware. The world's richest people can even have food served to them on dishes of silver or gold. Today, kitchenware is not only a practical convenience, but it can decorate any home as well.
Forget it. This is impossible. Let's just tell them we give up. Simka, how come this button is crooked and not sticking out? 'Cause the button got jammed! Yeah! Nolik, you figured out what was wrong! I'm glad I kept dragging this around. Diddy!
1,
Papoose,
2,
we fixed everything! Really? Does this mean you're playing with him?
What? You think we're some quitters? Ha!
5.
Then which one of us is the
Ready
winner?
or not, here I come.
Let's call it a draw. Each team gets one wish.
Our team wants you to fix my app.
And you finish this game with him.
Piece of cake.
Mwah.
Money.
Hello? Uh-huh.
Fire, can you help me, please?
Sorry, Verda. I need to go to, the warehouse right away.
But I helped you yesterday, didn't I?
Well, I helped you the day before that.
Yeah, well, what about last week? I helped you 3 times, remember?
Well,
You helped one another when it was time to. I don't see why you have to count. Of course not, Tula. You ask for the most help from all of us. I do not, Verda. Look how Elisa helps Professor Eugenius. And she doesn't argue with him. Of course not. She's in love with the professor.
Actually, it's her job. And for helping the professor, she gets money.
Money. That's a smart idea. Money constantly moves from one hand to another. A person does his job at work, and in exchange, he gets money for it. He can use the money to buy things he wants, like clothing or food. Or he can pay somebody else for their work, like getting a ride from a taxi driver, a haircut from a hairdresser, or a computer repaired by a technician. All people take part in this circulation of money. But unlike people, Fixies don't use any money. We do just fine without it. From now on, we'll do it like people do it. If you work for somebody, they give you money for it. And if you need some help, then you pay.
And that'll stop the arguing.
And all the false accusations.
And those are for Simka and Nolik. Now it's all fair.
What is this?
Money.
What are we supposed to do with it?
You don't know? You pay for someone to help you.
I don't like this new idea at all. At all. Maybe we should give them our money so they'll stop arguing. I've got a cooler idea. Hey, who needs money around here? 'Cause we've got it. Now there's enough for everybody. Where are you?
We're in here. This is all your fault, Fire.
And your fault.
No, it's the money. That's whose fault it is.
He's right. That's why we were fighting.
And we didn't even fix the printer.
Money is nothing more than just paper.
Although money is printed in strict secrecy, we still know something about the process. The paper used for money is made out of cotton and linen. It's stronger than normal paper made out of wood, which means it doesn't rip as easily, even if you fold it thousands of times. The ink used for printing money is special too. It won't rub off the paper or fade in the sun. And that's not all. The ink has secret additives that can only be seen if you look at the money under a special light. This helps protect people from fake money. It is for the same reason that watermarks, metal strings, and teeny-tiny writing is also used on money. This writing's very hard to read, unless you happen to be a Fixie. I hope I didn't say more than I should have.
Well, all done. It's time for a test. But what are we going to print?
A word with real value.
Yeah, something really precious.
No, it's not money.
Right, it's so much better.
Friendship! Tish!
The suction cup.
Where's Professor Eugenius? Did you see him?
Not yet.
Strange. He told me he'd be here today to conduct some tests.
Rampus, right here under the glass. There's a note.
Dear friends,
That means the note's for us. That's because Professor Eugenius can always count on us.
I'm off for a conference today.
So what should we do?
While I'm away, please keep an eye on each of my tests. There's the wristwatch.
And where is it?
It's right there. Look!
How come the watch is in the water?
So the fish can know what time it is? Nolik, don't be silly. This is the test he made for the watch. You see? It says water resistant right there on the back. That means that water shouldn't get inside of it. I see. So the professor needs to check if it will work underwater. Understand? Yep, I got it. The watch is working.
So now, the doorbell test.
We'll go look.
It's over there.
What's that thing doing? It tests the button to see how fast it wears out. To check the quality of appliances, toys, sporting goods, or just about anything, they need to undergo serious testing. Take, for instance, telephones. They need to be tested with both heat and cold because they have to work in places as hot as Africa and as cold as the Arctic. Computers are tested to make sure they can be shaken and rocked, too. That way you can be sure they'll work on a desk at home, or outside in the park, or while you're taking a ride. Different kinds of products need different kinds of durability tests. For example, athletic shoes and car tires are rubbed and squeezed over and over to see how long they are going to last. Yes, testing's very important. Without testing, a machine or appliance could let you down at the very worst moment.
If guests come to visit once a week, and once every month a hooligan comes, pushes the doorbell, and runs, then I figure this doorbell will last right around 400 years.
That's long. The doorbell is still working.
That's very good. And also,
What?
I don't know. We need to turn the note over to read the end.
But how? Oh, raise the glass, that's all. Hup, hup, hup. I can't get a hold of it.
We should find a suction cup.
A suction cup?
Suction cups are made out of rubber or other elastic materials. When a suction cup is pressed against a smooth surface, the air inside is squeezed out. The air outside wants to get back in, and so it pushes down on the cup. The rubber edge of the cup won't let the air leak in, so the outside air keeps pressing down, and the cup keeps on sticking. And that's how a suction cup sticks to a surface by using the power of air.
Wait a minute. I know where there's a really big suction cup that we could use.
That's a huge suction cup, Nolik.
Diddies, diddies, diddies.
Well done, Nolik. Only we need to hurry before air gets under this suction cup and it unsticks.
My suction cup will never unstick. Well, let's see what it says here.
Simka, you'd better hurry.
And make sure nothing gets broken here in the laboratory while I'm away.
Huh, and what could get broken around here?
Ah, the glass, look out! Yeah, so much for that.
And who's going to clean up all this broken glass?
You don't know? Nolik. He told us to use that suction cup.
Simka. She was reading way too slow.
Listen, there's no need to fight. I came up with the idea of the suction cup. I should clean this.
Come on now, Grampus. We'll clean up this mess.
Professor, I still think the suction cup was a great idea.
The camera. Stop right there and let me see how pretty you look today.
Well, just don't tell that to the elevator.
Bye-bye.
Check it out, Nolik. Class, huh?
You're not gonna get in trouble for doing that?
No. My dad gave me permission to take a few pictures with this camera.
No, I mean the picture. You're sure that your mom and dad will like that you took it without asking for permission?
But look, what a good picture.
You know what, Tom Thomas? You're like a regular paparazzi or something.
Paparazzi? They're the ones that take one photo and get millions, aren't they?
You're right. And don't care about anyone except their photo paparazzis. Did you ever wonder how a photo camera works? Let's say you want to take a picture of nature. The light that's outside goes into the camera's lens. That's the glass eye on the front of the camera. The lens takes the light from the scene outside the camera and turns it into a tiny picture that's inside the camera. Then the picture is recorded onto a special electronic sensor called a matrix that's sensitive to light. Click, and there's your photo.
What a great idea. Now I know. I'm going to be a paparazzi.
Hey, what about your promise?
What promise?
To never take a picture of us. We're a secret. Stop.
Hey, relax. I'll delete them all later.
Tom Thomas, stop this right now.
I won't until I get a photo of you.
Nolik, let's run.
You can't run from me. Aha! I've gotcha! The story of the century! The monster and its prey!
Tom Thomas! Help! No, he won't help, because he's a paparazzi.
Yes! I got it! That's my best photo yet!
What's all this noise about?
Awesome shot!
The first cameras were invented almost 200 years ago, but they worked very slowly. If you wanted to have your portrait taken, you'd have to sit still for a whole hour. After film was invented, cameras got much faster, and it became possible to take about 10 pictures a minute. On a piece of film, everything appears to be backwards. Black parts of the picture are white, and the white is black. It doesn't look normal until the picture is transferred from the film to a piece of photographic paper. Now people shoot pictures with digital cameras that work without any film at all. You can look at what you shot instantly on a screen to see if you like it. And if you don't like it, you can try shooting another one. And today, you don't even need a separate camera to take pictures. Almost every mobile phone has one.
Simka and Nolik, are you in there? Hey, come out. I'll stop shooting photos of you. Aren't we friends? I'm sorry, guys.
Well, your friends were almost eaten alive by a dog.
Please forgive me. Want to look at the photos I took?
Sure, go on. Show us what you got. We're not in that shot. We're not there either. Ha! Well done there, paparazzi.
Hang on a sec. I still got another one, and you're in it. I know for sure. Look. I'm zooming in. It's impossible. I don't believe it.
It's possible.
But when did you have time to turn into screws?
The same time you were pushing the button. When we're scared, we can change faster than the blink of an eye. You lost. Paparazzi. And what are you gonna do with your millions, Mr. Paparazzi?
Would you please stop calling me that?
You got it, after every one of those photos is thrown away.
All right, I'll delete them. And do I have to delete this one too?
No, keep it. It's a great shot. I never even saw you take it. The stain.
Tom Thomas, what's going on? If you really want to watch TV, then you gotta turn it on first.
I'm not watching it, I'm looking at my reflection. I'm working on a self-portrait.
And which shelf will you be painting in your shelf portrait?
It's not a shelf portrait, it's called a self-portrait. It's when an artist draws or paints a picture of himself.
Of himself? Ha! You think you've got muscles like this superhero I see here on this paper?
How can I see exactly what my muscles look like? And anyway, let the artist do his work.
Tom Thomas, your shirt! There's a spot!
Oh no!
Wipe it off, quickly!
It's even worse, so now what?
What we really need is Marcia.
Ordinary dirt can be cleaned off with a brush or washed off with water. But there are stains that are not that easy to get rid of. Stains from fruit need to be soaked in hot water first. Blood stains, on the other hand, should never be washed in hot water. You can clean stains from paint or rust as well. Only for those, you'll need to use a special stain remover. But stain removers should only be used with the help of a parent or other adult that knows how to use them safely.
Hey, I know a great way to do it. What do you use to get rid of pencil marks?
An eraser. Only this shirt isn't paper.
And so what? Let's try it. What's the harm?
Now I've got 3 colors to get off.
New idea. We should paint over it with this correction pen.
With whiteout?
Yeah!
That was a bad idea.
Now I got it. You have to use some water.
The wash should be better, don't you think?
No, you can't wash whites with colors. And you've got a white shirt with colors all over it.
Then how about if we try some more water?
How much more can you use?
Any more ideas?
You know what? It's possible we did something wrong. Everything you did was wrong. You should have used a spot remover to clean off that stain. A spot remover? No way! Oh, take a look at it, Simka. I think it's marvelous. They painted that white shirt so nicely. Tula is Simka's best friend. She's very tall, almost as tall as Papu's. Yeah, she's the tallest one in her class. And she's strong, too. Tula loves to laugh, and she does it louder than everybody. That's just the way she is. Cheerful and kind. Ready to help anyone who needs it, and making sure her friends are getting along. Of course, I don't like that she treats me like a baby, especially since she's the one that's a scaredy cat. She can even get scared of a cute little spider. and she believes in all sorts of silly superstitions and horoscopes. Tula will believe anything you tell her, which is really great because it makes it so easy to play tricks on her. But she takes it all in good fun. That's because she's Tula.
It was on purpose, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
Tom Thomas, no! Your mom will punish you for just one of them, and now you're gonna make more stains?
Don't worry, Nolik. I forgot that this is an old shirt, and I'm allowed to get it all dirty if I want.
And I tried so hard to clean it.
Put another spot there. And over here. One in the middle. And a line over there. Splendid. That looks great. And how about down there?
Wow, it's like fireworks.
Splendid. There's a name for this style of painting, and properly speaking, it's an abstract painting. They have lots of lines and spots, and everyone sees whatever they want in them. Yeah, look! A golden ball by the river!
And there's Tom Thomas with an F on his report card.
Tom Thomas, what did you do to your room? And your shirt?
You know what they call it? It's, abstract art.
There's something good in it. I like it. Abstract art. Isn't it great?
Ah, my little artist. The crowbar.
Everything's fine here, too. I wish something would break for a change. It's already been a week and nothing's broken in here.
Stop worrying. Everything breaks at some point.
Well, nothing seems to ever break inside of this house.
That's because we take such good care of it.
No, Marcia, it's boring with no real work to do. We should move somewhere else.
When Fixies graduate from school, they must choose the place where they want to work. Some will work at factories, and some on ships, and some in theaters, and some in hospitals, too. Fixies are needed everywhere. Now, Fixie families with children like to choose places that are a bit quieter. Usually, they'll settle inside of people's houses. It's not too noisy there, like in a factory, but there's still plenty of work to do. They need to check on appliances like computers, vacuum cleaners, telephones, irons, and washing machines. And Fixies always try their best. They just love being busy with work. And so if there's nothing broken in the house, Fixie families will move to a new place where there's much more work to be done.
Nolik, did you hear that?
I don't want to move anywhere.
But think about the kids, dear. They've got their school and friends here.
Do you like this friend of theirs? A human kid playing with Fixie kids. You know as well as I that it's just not right. All right, then. If nothing's broken down before the end of the day, that's all. We gotta move.
Oh, no, I can't. Tom Thomas comes home the day after tomorrow, and we'd be gone by then.
Pull yourself together.
And I won't see him anymore at all?
Nolik, I have an idea.
What idea?
If something happens to break down before the end of the day, then we're not moving.
But what if nothing breaks?
Calm down. We're gonna make sure of it.
Simka, you're a genius. But how can we make sure of it?
We're going to use a crowbar. A crowbar is powerful and simple. It's nothing more than a heavy metal bar with either sharp or flat ends. It can be very helpful for breaking through concrete or ice. It can also be used as a lever to root out a tree stump or move a boulder. If one end of the bar has a claw cut into it, then it's good for pulling out nails. Yes, sometimes the simplest tools are the most powerful ones.
Do we have that tool?
We've got our pack-a-mat, and it's got everything.
Yay!
In gadgets and devices, our work will never end. Appliances are fickle, they need a loyal friend. At morning, noon, and midnight of every single day. When there is an emergency, you know we're on our way. 1, 2, 3, inside we'll be to fix what's wrong, till it
first off, whatever you break's gotta look like it broke all by itself. Oh, I gotcha. And second, you gotta break it in some way that can be fixed later.
Did someone say something needs fixing? Or am I hearing things?
Papas, we just found out that the television's broken down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and one of the keys on the keyboard is stuck.
For real?
For real. And the clock's not running either.
Oh ho! Marcia, our life is getting back on the right track.
Should we fix them?
Yeah, what else? We are the Fixies.
We live to keep on working, and work for us is fun. So we'll just keep on working, 'cause our work's never done. And deep inside of gadgets, if you look when it's dark, you might just see us race around like multicolored sparks. 1, 2, 3, Denise! Inside we'll be
Denise!
to fix what's wrong. Denise! Till it runs strong. 1, 2, 3, Denise! Inside we'll be
Denise!
all day and night. Denise! We fix things right.
Denise! Oh, that was a lot to do.
You'd almost think that somebody broke it on purpose.
Well, we didn't do it. It broke by itself.
Yeah, this apartment still needs a lot of work. We shouldn't move anywhere. I like it here.
So do I. It's the best.
See, we don't need to go anywhere.
The internet.
Well, maybe it's,
Don't think so. It's probably,
You call for me, children? What's the matter?
take a look.
I've never seen anything like it.
What in the world could it be?
Hit!
Maybe it's a bathroom scale?
Or a clock with a digital display.
Wait a sec. Are there instructions around here for this thing?
I couldn't find them anywhere.
That's a problem. Well, then let's try to figure it out.
What are you trying to figure out up there? What a huge hockey puck! It's big enough for a monster! And the name is so silly, T-Robot. Why don't they just call it the Trollbot? Or I got it, the Trollboat.
Please, stop the racket.
So what could this thing do, huh?
I have no idea.
We could try finding it on the internet.
Where? Just run along, you two. We don't need any internets. We can handle this.
Go on, go. Don't interrupt us.
Sure, whatever you say. Come, Nolik. We'll find it out by ourselves. Yeah! How? So, you remember what it was called? A trollboat. Nah, a trollbot. You're right. Hop to it. That's not it. Oh, T-Robot. You're right. There it is. A robotic vacuum cleaner. You mean it vacuums by itself? It's a robot, so yeah. Class. There's just so much cool stuff in this computer. Nolik, this information is not on this computer. It's on the internet. From your computer, you can send a letter to another computer. You can also download a song or a photo from another computer. That's all possible because most of the computers in the world are connected to one another as part of a huge web. And this World Wide Web is what we call the Internet. Thanks to the Internet, we can take a peek at just about anywhere in the world and find information we need about anything.
It's an electronic vegetable slicer.
No, it's a printer for round sheets of paper.
There's no way.
Grandpoos, we found out what they do with it.
You're back again? You mustn't interrupt the adult.
Just wait a second. Nolik, turn it on.
Turn what on? Don't you turn on anything.
Ready, set, jump!
Help me!
No, hold on!
was that?
It's a robotic vacuum cleaner. It runs itself.
And where did you find the instructions for it?
On the internet. Just ask and it tells you.
You can really just ask and it tells you?
Uh-huh. If you want, we can show you.
We'd love to see it.
Sure, why not? Yep. Whoa!
On the internet. Hey, wait for me!
What's an elephant weigh? What's an elephant weigh? What's an elephant weigh? The answer's easy to get.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons here on the internet.
It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons. It says it weighs 5 tons here on the internet. You send a letter to me. I send a letter to you. You send a letter to me. It's just so easy to do.
We're writing letters now. They're fun to send and to get. We're writing letters now to the internet.
We're writing letters now. They're fun to send and to get. We're writing letters now through the internet.
Who, what, where, and how. Who, what, where, and how. Who, what, where, and how. The answer's simple to get.
Every fact you need, every fact you need, every fact you need is on the internet. Every fact you need, every fact you need, every fact you need is on the internet.
Candy.
Nice black eye. Tom Thomas, did you fall? How did you hurt your eye?
I had a big fight with Johnny.
Oh, wow! How could you? What was the fight about?
We argued over who's cooler, a racer or a boxer.
A race driver's cooler.
Of course! That's what I said to him. But Johnny had to prove it's a boxer.
Well,
He proved it all right. Can't you see?
you don't prove anything at all by fighting. What a profession, a boxer. Yeah, now your dad, he's got an amazing profession, a journalist. He gets to travel to different countries and brings back all sorts of funny stuff. They even show him on TV.
No.
What do you mean?
Boxers are cooler. Everyone's really afraid of them.
Don't be gloomy, Tom Thomas. Have a candy. I've got a good idea. How about a taste tester? That's the best job.
And what is he testing?
A taste tester is someone who tests the tastes of drinks and food. Yeah, how come? They want to find out if the food is delicious and what all the flavors are in it.
Super! What a great profession.
But a taste tester's not a job just anyone can do.
I can do it.
Then let's check. So open your mouth and then close your eyes. Try to figure out what the flavor is inside of this piece of candy.
Strawberry.
That's right. Good job, Tom Thomas. And this?
That tastes like orange.
You missed that one. It was lime. Yeah, Tom Thomas. If you want to be a food taster, you're going to need to do some serious practicing.
Let's do it. Raspberry.
You got it.
Simka. How do they get the candy to be hard on the outside and filled with liquid on the inside?
Don't get distracted. You're training. Yeah! Hard candy is made like this. First, a sweet syrup is cooked until it is thick and stretchy. Then the mixture is pulled into long, hollow tubes that are like noodles. As the tubes cool down, they start getting harder. And it's right then that the tubes are filled with the soft, fruity center and then cut into pieces. It all has to be done quickly before the tubes have a chance to get totally hard. And that's how candy is made that is hard on the outside and soft on the inside.
It could be strawberry, only I just can't tell anymore. Ouch!
What's wrong?
My tooth.
Was I hearing things? Or did someone yell? Oh, I got it. Come on, let's take a look at your tooth.
A taste tester has to be the most delicious profession in the world. They taste all sorts of things like cheeses and chocolates and decide which ones taste better. Everything is tested for taste, even water, because different waters taste differently. There are also testers who don't test food and drinks, but rather they test the smells of things like deodorants or perfumes. Not everybody can become a really great tester. First, you have to be able to tell apart all the different tastes and smells. You also need to know when it's time to stop, or you can make yourself sick and lose your ability to tell things apart. That's the reason why taste testers only take very small bites of food and very, very little sips.
If you're gonna have a bad tooth, it's good to have a mom who's a dentist. That's true. She's a good dentist. She'll fix it in no time. She'll pull that tooth right out. So, did she pull it out?
Nah, she just gave me some medicine to gargle.
Your tooth, does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts a little.
Hey! Now I definitely know who's cooler than a boxer.
Who?
Who else? A dentist! Even boxers are afraid of going to the dentist.
The music box.
And when the Pied Piper began to play his magical flute, the rats came out of their holes and followed him. And they never would be seen in Hamlin ever again. Whew. And then what, huh? I can't read anymore. My legs got tired. Whew.
Simka, Nolik, something's rustling in there.
In where?
In Dad's office, it's on his desk. It's inside the wooden container.
So maybe there's a mouse inside it. Tom Thomas, sit right here while Nolik and I go and check. And if there's a mouse in there for real, then how are we gonna get it out? Those rodents are really so big. And why was I reading that book to you, huh? Just grab a flute, give it a toot, and the mice will scoot. And where are the flutes gonna come from? We'll make them. Toot, 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 toot. You got it? Sure I did. Wait a second. Let's get a little closer. See? It's just like I told you. No more mice in there. So let's toot a little more so they won't go back in. All right.
So you're the ones messing around out here.
Oh, Grandpoos, it's you here.
All day I can't work on what I need to do. Right from the start, someone's opening up the top, and then you two tooting out.
It was Simka who came up with the tooting. Just because you're afraid of mice. Wow, what kind of machine is this?
Well, what do you think?
A coffee grinder?
No.
A hole puncher? Is it a foot scratcher? What? Well, a machine for scratching your feet.
You're joking all the time, you. It's a music box, and it's just wonderful. Music boxes were invented more than 200 years ago. Inside, there is usually a cylinder with short pins sticking up from it. In front of the cylinder, there is a comb with metal teeth of different lengths. If you pluck one of the teeth, it will make a pleasant sound. A short tooth makes a higher sound, and a long one, lower. When the cylinder spins around, the pins pluck the different teeth, and music plays.
Awesome! So what's broken in here?
The spring slipped off. It has to be pushed back into the right place. Will you help? we go. That's better.
How come the music's not playing?
First, you have to wind up the spring with the key.
Tidish! I know who can wind up the spring. Well, Tom Thomas, can you guess what kind of machine this is?
A paper cutter.
How
about a hole puncher?
You're such a joker. Now don't go and tell me it's a foot scratcher.
Then I don't know.
Then wind it up with the key and you'll find out. Do you want to know how the higher and lower sounds come out? Put a regular ruler over the edge of a table. Hold down one end of the ruler and pluck on the other. The shorter you make the end hanging off the table, the higher the sound will be. The teeth inside of a music box work the same way, and bells work the same way too. The smaller the bell, the higher it rings. The sound of a violin or a guitar depends on how thick the strings are. Fat strings make a lower sound, and thin strings a higher one. How tight the string is also makes a difference. Take a piece of string or a rubber band. Tie one end to a doorknob and pull on the other end. With your free hand, pluck the string. The tighter the string gets stretched out, the higher the sound. If you want, you can even play a tune.
I think I got it now. It's an old player for music.
That's close, but not it. A music box is what they call it.
I just said that. So, what was it in there,
Just a broken spring.
It's not the thing I'm dying to know. Who was moving around there?
All I'll say is we, Tom Thomas, won't let that secret out.
Shh.
The lever.
You're so strong. That's so light, I could lift it up with my finger.
Oh my, but do you think you could lift up your nightstand?
Don't know, never tried it.
So then go on. No way! And you are so much bigger than that nightstand. But watch, I can lift this big pencil. And just look how much smaller I am. So, who's stronger, you or me?
Well, I guess it's not me.
The Fixies may be very small, but they are actually much stronger than humans. Yes, it's true. What, you don't believe me? Well, who's stronger, an elephant or an ant? You think it's the elephant. Well, of course, it's so much bigger. But did you know that one ant can lift up 50 ants its own size? And an elephant? It can't even hold up one. So it turns out that for its size, an ant is much stronger than an elephant. And the same goes for Fixies. Fixies are incredibly strong for their size. They can lift things that are 100 times heavier than they are. And Fixies can jump 50 times higher than their own height. If humans were as strong as Fixies are, they'd be able to lift an automobile all by themselves.
Yeah, Tom Thomas, it's time you built up your strength.
Well, how?
Start lifting dumbbells. Or if you want to, you can use my barbell.
No thanks. I'll use the dumbbells my dad has. They're in his office, I think.
Oh, there's one.
And where's the other one? Aha, there you are. I'll get you out of there.
Come on. I'm helping you here.
It's stuck.
All right. Move aside. I'll get it right out. What is this, glued to the floor or something? Hey, what's all the racket?
Hi there, Simka. We can't get the dumbbell out from under there.
Well, of course you can't. The sofa's pressing down on it. So that's what it is. And I was worried that I lost all my strength. Well, that means we have to lift up this sofa.
We can't do that. It's too heavy for us.
We can do it. Tom Thomas, get me your hockey stick from your room. We can't move a sofa with a hockey stick. Don't worry, you'll see.
Here, I brought it. What is it for?
We're gonna use it as a lever.
A lever?
Well, yeah. A lever works the same way that a seesaw does, with a board resting on top of a piece called the fulcrum. But with a lever, one side is longer than the other, and that's the secret to its power. With a lever's help, it's possible to lift any weight. All you need to do is get the short arm of the lever under the load and push down on the long arm. And the longer the arm, the more weight you can lift. And that's how a lever makes people stronger. Well, can we find a fulcrum in here?
Maybe this dumbbell. Can that be our fulcrum?
Great idea. Now you're thinking the right way. You ready to go?
Let's go!
Lean on it, Tom Thomas.
Yay! It's working!
Tadish!
I'm so strong, did you see? Now watch how I lift Dad's heavy weights for you. Look, I can do it.
It's just like I told you. You'd be better off training with my weights.
Didn't you just see me lift up the sofa?
You didn't lift the sofa, the lever did. Did you ever hear the saying, knowledge is power?
I've heard it.
Although, some physical power won't hurt you either. So pick up your lever and go out and play some hockey. You know how built those hockey players are.